What did you learn about your team?
I thought watching guys, when you watch it in game order, you see how much better guys got throughout the year. And I thought that showed up a lot towards the end. I think guys coming into next year, you can show them and try to figure out why. Why did you start off differently than you finished? Why didn't you play the same way at the beginning of this year as you did in our first year together? Some rookies, it took a while to get there. And, all right, you felt comfortable at the end of the year. What was that? And that happened to us in our first year. But then some guys come back and they played high at the end of the first year, but then bad at the beginning of the second year. So you talk to each individual about that. You make them well aware of it, because a lot of times those guys don't know. They had their first year in the league, maybe second. They're excited that they made it, that they get away. They come back, and they're not the same guys. So it's just constantly communicating and trying to tell them the truth.
Shanahan is a great coach, but you have to dig a little. Team's not healthy, schedule's brutal, doesn't have a quarterback, rebuilding. How bad was this team when he took them over? How bad were the Niners? Just wait. Just wait.
Yeah. Oh, you mean the real chirping? Yeah, they got a little scuffle over there. I actually wasn't on the field, so I didn't see much of it. By the time I got over there, it was pretty much broken up. I know a couple guys got sent in. I was told none of our guys threw punches, so when I see the tape, we'll see if they were telling the truth. Hopefully they were.
What do you learn about your team, and is there a benefit to being able to step away from things and then come back in and learn about what you guys have got in the building?
Yeah, there is, because it's always what have you done for me lately. So if someone was awesome at the end of the year or really bad at the end of the year, that's what you remember. And you got to remember it's over 16 weeks. And the most important time is the end of the year, because that's usually the realest part. Did they stay in shape? How'd they play? But you never know. You go through a lot of emotional times as a season. You get away for a couple weeks, you come back and you watch it, you get a much better grasp. I think he was real excited with it. I mean, there's some good things and some bad. I thought, I got to really see the tape today because we're on separate fields. But, yesterday I was really happy with how we carried ourselves, how we played as a team, our tenacity, how we ran to the ball. And I thought that gave us a chance to do pretty well. But we were not perfect by any means. We had a bunch of mistakes, left a few open guys where quarterback fortunately went the other way. So you just try to temper that. I like the team we have, love the players and how they're really playing aggressive and things like that. But if you want to be not just a high defense, you want to be one of the best, you got to be very detailed in what you do also.
Anybody can tell me Sean Payton's good. Tell me something we haven't seen yet. I'm going to give you some data, and this is my job to do this, on Kyle Shanahan. So since he's been in San Francisco, here's the quarterback attempts. C.J. Beathard's thrown 400 balls. Nick Mullins, 275. Brian Hoyer, 205. Jimmy G, only 267. Those are the quarterbacks he's dealt with. The team health has been 29 and 23rd, meaning his teams can't stay healthy. The schedule, the 7th toughest and the 15th toughest. In a division with Seattle and the Rams, both really good. Kyle Shanahan, when he has had Jimmy Garoppolo, a legitimate franchise quarterback, is 6-2. That's 6-2 as he's rebuilt with a tougher than average schedule, with a team that can't stay healthy, and a bad defense, which you can't blame him for that because he's not drafting the players. Their secondary's atrocious. So if you look at him when he's actually had a quarterback that's considered a franchise quarterback, 400 yards a game, 93 passer rating, they win by over a field goal, 27 points a game, 6-2. This is Belichick before he got a franchise quarterback. Shanahan, if you do a little digging, to put him 23rd in the league is absurd. My contention, in 2 years, you'll put him in the top 6.
Or when he came to the San Francisco 49ers and went 6-0 and everything like that. It definitely wasn't as smooth. Did he miss some plays early on last year and some passes and bad decisions? Definitely. But I'm going with Jimmy Garoppolo stays healthy and leads the 49ers to the playoffs. But I think the team is finally set up to succeed. O-line, really good. Going to be, a unit there for the next few years. D-line, defense in general, made huge improvements last year, and it's one of the better defensive lines in all of football, and they got Nick Bosa to go along with that and D Ford. So I think the 49ers are a playoff caliber football team in 2019.
I'm a ball player, so I expect any place I play, I expect to do my best to help my team win.
Feeling awesome. We had to win, man. So whenever you get the win, you always feel good.
What do you think it says about this team that you kind of have found different ways to win each of the first 3 weeks?
It's a mindset that we have in that locker room. It's a great group of guys, great coaches, and I think it starts from the top down. It's just, we know what we have, and we just have to go prove it on the field now.
Up at Ohio State, Bosa getting revenge.
They try to double team him there. It didn't matter. Baker escapes the pocket. He doesn't know that the double team is on his side. He should have stepped up.